The most embarrassing thing you did this year? No one remembers it, because they were busy starring in a movie you're not even in. You carry it around everywhere. That joke that landed in dead silence. The time you waved at a stranger who wasn't waving at you. The stutter in the morning meeting. You play it back. Over and over. A glitch on a glowing screen in your mind. You think there is a jury, a grand tribunal keeping a meticulous score of your flaws. There isn't. The jury box is completely empty. The judge went home years ago. You are standing on a stage. You are sweating under the hot lights, but the seats are pitch black. No one bought a ticket to your performance. And that is the most terrifying, liberating fact of your entire life. Let's look at the math. Welcome to a phenomenon we'll call the Manilow metric. You step back in time. You step into the university laboratory. A researcher named Thomas Gilovich runs a cruel little experiment. He takes a group of college students. He forces them to put on a deeply uncool t-shirt, a massive, glaring picture of singer Barry Manilow right on the chest. He tells them to walk into a crowded room full of their peers. The students are mortified. They walk in, heads down, hearts pounding. They feel the laser focus of every eye in the room. Afterward, Gilovich asks them a simple question. How many people noticed? The students are certain. They guess half the room. 50% of the crowd must be laughing at them. The reality? Barely 20% even glanced up. Less than 1 in 5? And of those who saw it, most forgot it 3 seconds later. That is the spotlight effect. You think a stadium tracking light is following your every move. It's not. It is a broken flashlight pointing firmly at the ground. You are the center of your own universe. But to everyone else, you are just weather. Something that happens outside the window while they try to live. Which brings us to the second truth. Let's open up the extras ledger. Think about a stranger's camera roll. You are in hundreds of them. A blurry shape walking past the Eiffel Tower. A shoulder cutting off a family portrait at a restaurant. A coat trailing through the edge of a selfie. You are a background extra in 7 billion ongoing films. You do not have a speaking role. You barely have a name. To the barista pouring your coffee, you are just the customer. To the driver honking in the next lane, you are just the obstacle. To the person sitting across from you on the subway, you are NPC number 4. A piece of scenery they stare blankly at while they worry about their rent. They aren't looking at your bad haircut. They are looking right through it, because their own spotlight is blinding them. They are too busy calculating their own Manilow metric. This should be a relief. You can finally exhale. You can drop the heavy backpack of perception, but you don't, because this fact has a terrifying underside. We call it the audience deficit. Here is the math. If no one is watching when you stumble, then no one is watching when you fly. The spotlight fires both ways at once. The relief that nobody saw you trip on the sidewalk, and the grief that nobody truly sees you at all. They are the exact same fact. Think of your quietest victories. The day you finally wore that perfect jacket. The moment you swallowed your pride and apologized. The brutal, silent battle you fought against your own mind on a Tuesday afternoon. You won. And the stadium was empty. There was no confetti. No one clapped. They vanished entirely, swallowed by the static of a distracted world. We construct prisons out of imaginary watchers. We sit in our rooms waiting for a text that proves we exist. We pose for a photo that stays trapped on a camera roll forever. We curate our lives for a theater that has been closed for years. You are shouting into a canyon, waiting for an echo that never comes. This is why it hurts. Because if nobody is thinking about you, you are truly alone. It is the loneliest good news you will ever receive. But do not look away yet. Do not shut down. Because inside this empty theater is a hidden switch. A completely different way to move through the world. Time to grab the director's lever. Let's do the existential turn. If every single person is utterly obsessed with their own movie, if they are all trapped in their own blinding spotlights, then they are all suffering from the exact same audience deficit. Every stranger you walk past is starving. They are silently screaming a monologue no one is listening to. They are auditioning for a main character role that doesn't exist. They are waiting, just like you, waiting to be perceived, waiting for someone to validate their existence. So stop waiting to be cast. You are not an actor. You are the director. You hold the lever. Look at the person sitting beside you. Really look at them. They are carrying a universe of worry right behind their eyes. They are wondering if their joke landed. They are replaying an email they sent 3 hours ago. Cast them. Make them the main character for exactly 30 seconds. Ask them a question. Remember a tiny detail they told you last week. Point your broken flashlight directly at their face and watch them light up. Watch the tension drain from their shoulders. Watch the sudden, beautiful shock of being seen. This is your superpower. The moment you realize no one is watching you, you are finally free to watch them. You are no longer the nervous performer. You are the observer. You can walk through the world like a ghost, untouchable, invisible, immune to the judgment that paralyzed you yesterday. The most embarrassing thing you did this year, it is gone, buried in the noise, forgiven by the sheer, magnificent apathy of the universe. You are not the star of the show, and thank God for that, because standing on the stage is a prison, sitting in the audience is freedom. So take a seat. The lights are going down. It's time to start watching. That fast. That simple.
Probably.